Have you ever heard of highway made of sand? A network that carried not just trucks and cars, but entire empires on the back of camels. Long before the modern world, Africa had its own superhighway, a vibrant web of trade routes stretching across the vast Sahara Desert. This wasn't just about moving goods. It was a conduit for wealth, culture, and ideas that would ripple across the globe. This is the incredible story of the trans-Saharan trade. Imagine this. The Sahara, the largest hot desert on Earth, it's an ocean of sand, seamlessly endless and impassable. For more than a millennium, it was anything but empty. It was alive with the footsteps of traders and the quiet, steady tread of camel caravans. The legendary ships of the desert. This journey were epic, leading the vibrant culture of West Africa with the bustling market of North Africa, the Middle East, and even Europe. So what fueled this massive enterprise? Two commodities, simple yet incredibly precious: gold and salt. West Africa was a land of gold, with mines that seemed to produce an endless supply. North Africa, on the other hand, had vast deposits of salts. In an era before refrigeration, salt wasn't just a seasoning, it was a vital preservative, a necessity for life. It was so valuable, in fact, that it was often traded ounce for ounce with pure gold. Think about that. A block of salt worth its weight in gold, but caravans carried too much more. They transported shimmering ivory, prized kola nuts, beautiful textiles, and unfortunately, a darker trade in enslaved people. Yet alongside these physical goods traveled sometimes even more powerful ideas. As traders moved back and forth, they brought with them the Islamic faith, which spread peacefully and profoundly throughout West Africa. They carried books, knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy. This explosion of trade and knowledge gave rise to magnificent cities that became beacons of civilization. Places like Timbuktu and Gao weren't just dusty outposts. They were thriving metropolis, bustling centers of commerce, and world-renowned hubs of scholarships. Great West African empires, the Ghana, Mali, and Songhai, built their power and immense wealth on this trade. Kings and emperors became legends. Their riches spoken of in a faraway land, and by controlling and taxing the caravans that passed through their domains. In Timbuktu, scholars gathered from across the Muslim world. They didn't just trade goods, they traded wisdom. They built great libraries and universities, attracting the brilliant minds of the age. The University of Sankore became a legendary institution, a testament to Africa's intellectual and cultural might. The trans-Saharan trade was more than just a business venture. It was a profound art of connection. It wove Africa into the fabric of global history, linking it to Europe, Arabia, and Asia long before the colonial era. So what happened to this great highway of sand? By the 1500s, a new force was changing the world: maritime trade. European ships began sailing down the coast of Africa, establishing direct trade routes by sea. This new Atlantic trade bypassed the desert, cutting out the middlemen and weakening the ancient caravan routes. Slowly, the once mighty desert cities began to fade, and the camel caravans became less frequent. But the legacy of the trans-Saharan trade never disappeared. It etched into the culture, architecture, and history of the continent. It proves that Africa was never an isolated land waiting to be discovered. It was a continent that was connected, dynamic, and hugely influential on the world stage for centuries. It makes you wonder, isn't it? As Africa continues to grow and develop today, could its future prosperity lies in reviving the ancient connections and building new trade routes to unite the continent once more? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed this story, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more African histories from across the world. See you in the next video.